Hello everybody, welcome back to Mining Modern. I'm Corbin Hostler and this is Grixis Waste Not. So this deck comes to us courtesy, alright, what do we got here? That's a pretty good hand, I suppose. I guess we take the Thought Knot. Well, the Ancient Strength is pretty dumb here. I think we take the Thought Knot. Anyway, so our opponent is playing, I guess whatever that is, Bant Eldrazi or something Eldrazi. And we are playing Grixis Waste Not, and we want to have Waste Knots. That is the plan with this deck. It's pretty great. Definitely a fan myself. Waste Knot's a really fun card, and here you go. We can read it. When an opponent discards a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie. When an opponent discards a land card, add black. When they discard a non-creature, non-land card, draw a card. So, we can follow up with Burning Inquiry next turn. Well, maybe we can't quite, huh? I don't get one of these. We drew a land. Okay, so I'll draw the Waste Not next turn, I suppose, and we'll Serum Visions and draw that. Okay, well, here we go. Well, I could have, I guess, played the other Serum Visions and set it up. That might have been better. We'll see. See what our opponent's up to. They have no colored mana. Well, here comes that, sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and play the Waste Not. Let's go ahead and Serum Visions. Alright, so Anger of the Gods we definitely don't need. The other Inquisition is probably pretty good. Alright, well this hand is set up next turn, that's for sure. We can do some mean things to our opponent if we don't just get completely wrecked. I guess here comes a Reality Smasher. Well, that's not great. Alright, well, it is what it is, I suppose. We're going to Wrench Mind to start. I don't know, maybe I could have played things slightly different this game. I'm not sure. Alright, they discard creature and non... Oh, so we get to draw a card, and we get to make a 2/2 zombie. Alright. So the zombie, we might, if we can get enough to beat that thing with this. So, alright, so we're going to Burning Inquiry. So each player is going to draw 3. And we discarded some stuff, and our opponent discarded, looks like... So we get a draw, we get mana, and we get a zombie. Yeah, this is pretty... We're kind of popping off with this Waste Not here. Our hand wasn't great, but we're going to get mana at least. And we get to draw yet another land. Flooding out pretty well here, but... And a Drowner we can't interact with. Well, and a land. So our opponent... Alright. I don't know, this matchup seems fine. This seems great, but this doesn't seem particularly lucky. We could have left him with the Ancient Strength and then got to make him discard that. Or a creature or something. Instead, they have land Drowner of Hope and we get a die. That's kind of dumb, but it's Magic. Yeah, conveniently cannot block that, and we get left with 3 lands. Hey, come on, game. Well, here's a Wrench Mind. Sure, okay, I guess we're gonna get. Let's see what their one card is. I guess it doesn't matter. We're just dead anyways. It was the land when you bought. Okay, well, that was a pretty dumb way to lose the game, to be honest. Definitely don't feel like we're disadvantaged there. I feel like our randoms left them with great stuff and left us with lands. So, unlucky. Now, honestly, I do feel like our deck's pretty good against them. We probably want the other Blood Moons here. And we have the Damnations and the Anger of the Gods, which are good. We can cut a Liliana's Crest and probably this Dream Salvage. Which is a very sweet Magic card, that's for sure. Maybe it's better than Noxious Revival. Not sure. Maybe get rid of the Dream Salvage. I mean, it seems like a fine matchup. We have Blood Moon for the lands. We have both Damnation, Liliana, and Anger. Not both, I guess. We have all of those things for them. So let's just not get quite so unlucky on the randoms this time around. Yeah, well, instead we're just going to mulligan. Okay. Well, this is a keeper. I suppose we'll keep that. We do need lands. I guess we're going to end up fetching anyway, so it doesn't matter. And I need to fetch out basics here because of the Blood Moon plan, so we'll go ahead and get a Swamp. The good news is we can fetch up double. Alright, what's our opponent got? A bunch of big stuff. Brushling, Cavern of Souls, Displacer, Drown. Well, I guess we have to take their mana with a Sky Spawner here, and then slow them down and try to, in the long game, get them into something we can Damnation away. Or keep them from ever casting those cards by Blood Mooning them out. Just depends on what we draw. Meanwhile, our opponent... Okay. Come on, game. Well, Waste Not's not bad. At all, as a matter of fact. I do think I have to get the Swamp here because we have Damnation and we have Blood Moon. And yeah, it's unfortunate that we can't... You know, Watery Grave is tempting there. You know, there's some options there, but at least now we can Wrench Mind our opponent, hopefully for value. This is a Displacer, sure. Well, that's great if we can come up with some red mana. So hopefully they'll let us draw some cards here, so we can get a land. Imagine if we draw red mana and get to play this. We get a zombie and a zombie. Okay. Not the... They can blink out our zombies with the Displacer, but that's pretty slow. So what do we know about? They have Kitchen Finks, which they can now play. And I can't tell. I don't know if we know the other one or not. Whatever. We'll take 4. I guess if I double block, then maybe I should double block. Displacer gets to eat on by blinking them, but it takes their turn. Or we just have to draw land. You can't win the game. You know, if we go from Flood to Screw here. Oh, okay. I should probably Blood Moon first, I think. Just to keep our opponent from doing anything too crazy next turn. Yeah. It messes up blue cards if we draw them, but our only blue card is Serum Vision, so... We'll play the Blood Moon. That slows down the beats on anything big. Then we'll Burning Inquiry. And depending what our opponent discards, we may get it followed up with Damnation. Alright, so they're going to... Yeah, our opponent has 1 white mana and a bunch of red mana. So that's pretty good for us. And in fact, no colorless mana? Alright, I'm going to block here with these guys. That way we'll get this off the board and hopefully Burning Inquiry into mana so we can Damnation this away. There's another red for us. I guess I want to keep Damnation, so I'll just play Burning Inquiry first. It worked. Alright, so perfect. Alright, that worked out. So we get a zombie, get another zombie, and get 2 mana to play Damnation. Now, is that good? I honestly don't even know if I need a Damnation. We have enough mana to Damnation. Now, I don't know if I need to. We just win on board. Our opponent has no colorless mana to activate this. And we can wipe the board, but then they can draw... Yeah, we should just probably Damnation, right? Yeah, we don't have zombies, but they don't have anything, and that includes green mana to dig out of it. So they have 1 random card in hand, and then just access to white mana right now, whereas we can play basically anything in our deck, and we can lock it up with a Liliana or something. Or a Wrench Mind. That's pretty good on our opponent's last 2 cards. And they're not going to be land either. Our opponent scoop. That's so good. I guess we were going to get creatures there and get some zombies to win with. All right, Waste Not unlocked. It worked. Can we do it again? Great question. Liliana's Caress honestly just feels like maybe the worst card, the worst win condition in the deck. I don't know if we want the other Anger because it's just mana dorks, but I don't like Liliana's Caress much. I know that. Oh my gosh, yes, please. Damnation's pretty good. Wrench Minds are pretty good. We might be able to grind this one out old control style. Alright. I do think I need to get a Watery Grave here. I don't like how much damage we're doing to ourselves, but sometimes can't be helped. Alright, Blood Moon and Anger, huh? I mean, I don't hate either of them, but we need lands. I'm going to draw the Blood Moon, get rid of, push the Anger. With lots of Burning Inquiries, so... See, we can draw into lands here. So we're just going to Wrench Mind our opponent twice and hope they don't have anything after that. In fact, Ancient Stirrings is good for us because it means our opponent is slowing down and they're not just vomiting out their hand. Right? Obviously, they just need a land there, but... Ooze, huh? Okay. I guess I have to get a Blood Crypt. Gosh, I hate doing this much damage to myself. I guess we actually don't have a choice, though. And we might just die to these dorks on the field, but if we can get rid of their cards and then just draw a land, we'll be fine. All right, perfect. All right, we got the counterspell and we got the Thought Knot. Now, as long as we don't get smashed here. And we got Thought Knotted. That's not the end of the world. We need to hit land, though. Because we are certainly taking damage. 3 this turn. Possibly 4 if our opponent plays it right. It didn't. Alright, well, we'll go ahead and Burning Inquiry here. And we need this to draw lands, but it should, right? We're not going to get that unlucky, are we? Yeah, sure am. Alright, well. Good beats, I suppose. Thoughtseize our opponent. Clearly it was a whiff, so we just get to deal ourselves 2 damage for no reason. Yeah, it makes sense. Well, I suppose we're just dead then, huh? That's pretty I'm not going to lie. I feel like we got extremely unlucky just all points of this match. And so we Thoughtseize our opponent, they have land, and then they draw into Ancient Stirrings, obviously. And meanwhile, we go through 16 cards, can't find a third one. That's really too bad. And, okay, I guess we're just... Sure, that was realistic. All right, well, that's too bad. That was a fun match. I'd actually play that matchup again, right? It seemed pretty enjoyable. We have a lot of ways to win and you know, so on. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we got Bant Eldrazi out of that one. But, fun match. Our deck went off and turned game 2 there, so thanks for watching.